At this point, brothers, Joe, you're lucky this time. I ain't gonna do no music for you, so we just gonna keep it hot right now.
If you want to run the music, it's cool.
Run that music, because that shit gets me going with Joe's face. Like I gotta see it,
bro. I'm pretty sure our fans want to see my face anyway.
I gotta see Steve's and yours at the same time.
All right, well, fine. This is a hell of a way to start a podcast right now.
Hey, hold on, it's already been going on for a minute and some change. Hey, Joe got into it at the end there, bro.
There we go. Get that clapping.
Proud of you, Joe.
I know you like the music, Joe. I know you love the clapping, the music. You like
Man,
everything.
that music is trash. Like some of the gameplay that we do with other cats, bro. They horrible.
All right, well, just to let everybody know, this is gonna have to be a fast podcast because I got somebody come look at my house at 12 o'clock. So that's a new update for you, Rick. The person that was gonna buy my house terminated the contract, but I ain't gonna get into all this. Right? I'll tell you later. I just want everybody to know right now what's going on with me. But as we're waiting,
we're gonna get on his heels later, bro. Don't worry about that.
No doubt. As we're waiting for Stickman to join us, seems like Xbox had a lot of rumors and news going on lately. So it looks like who was right, Rick?
I think we were,
won't we?
Yeah, we was definitely correct about it. You know what? Everybody was correct about that. Well, the Game Pass deal, I think that you and I was correct about that. The whole ordeal, I think that us as a whole was exclusives.
You know something? Steve like to send subliminal messages. Just go ahead and get the shit out there, bro. Just say, you know what? Joe, you was wrong. All right, it's cool. I was wrong. I admit it. Shoot.
So as we getting into it, we had, like I said, that's why we like talking about Xbox, because they got loose lips. They just like talking and letting everything get out before everything happens. They don't do that, which I don't like. So we're gonna get into it right now. How you feeling right now, knowing that Game Pass Ultimate has went from $30 to $22.99?
That's what I was calling for. I said you need to shave some bucks if you want to, you know what I mean, keep a longevity of me in there.
Hey, Steve, Rick paying $50 for Xbox.
Listen, I'm gonna disclose this. At this point, I don't know what I'm paying. I just see the charges on my card. And I'm not saying that I got the money to be able to afford just random charges, but I just ride with it.
I ain't giving nobody nothing. I'm cheap. You gonna get nothing and like it.
Hey, I heard that Ultimate is coming down to $15, or that might be that best bet if it come down to $15. You know what I mean? So I've seen some comments about that.
They might.
Damn. I think that they're doing that once again, and I'm beating the dead horse, is to bundle it up with Netflix. I think that they're partnering up to actually do something, and they're already trying to make it cheap. And there was a bunch of comments saying that, yeah, they should have never done it before, but guess what? Now we're here. So you get somebody that retires that's a CEO, and you bring in somebody fresh and new. I think that they did that on purpose, because they know that they messed up, and they seen that I guess the revenue margin wasn't where they was gonna expect it to be. And so now here we are with a new fresh CEO. Now they are able to make that change and have an excuse for it. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Hopefully I am. Cause I think that's what's going on. So
matter of fact, I'm glad you took it to that point, Rico, because that was like my first question where I was leading to. Because of the new changes right now, it kind of like goes into the identity now of Xbox. So for just like the first question of getting y'all's opinion, like does going back to like pure Xbox, like does this fix the identity or the branding, or is this just something that just doesn't have any substance? They're just trying to make people happy because of the pricing.
It fixes it, brother. I think that they tried something towards the CEO's retirement. I think that they tried things to see with what actually would stick and with what works. But when you sell Microsoft gaming to other platforms like that, they seen that it wasn't a bigger price or margin to make people want to just stick with Xbox. So if they want to focus on Xbox now and even their new revolution of gaming, I think that they need to come back with exclusives, which is what they're talking about doing. And with this new CEO, they are having that excuse of, okay, now we're branding our system just to straight focus on, Xbox and Microsoft, but with the gaming on Xbox and just straight having exclusive. That's their excuse of it, is having a new CEO in place and the other one retiring. But they actually tried us. And so I'm gonna give you that, Steve, which I know that we can slam the hammer on Xbox. They tried us, and we was the rats in the scientific experiment. And they seen it didn't work. So that's their excuse now. We got new CEOs, so different changes coming in.
Okay. I'm gonna Stickman to go because I want Dr. Joe to go last on this one. So go ahead, Stickman.
I'm glad I get to go second on this one because I'm gonna give Joe a little bit more fire. But I will say though, as usual, I'm happy to see Ricky, our Xbox spokesperson, is happy with these changes. I'm glad to hear it, man. I'm glad to hear it. Hey, seeing you happy, hey, it makes me happy because at least I know a lot of other gamers are gonna feel the same. Now, us being OG Xbox guys, right? I get what you're saying on how this kind of can help to fix the problem, but I also feel like this is the last hurrah. I mean, you might as well send it back to Xbox because I feel like this next console, this is it. So you might as well say, hey, we went out on what we knew, and that's the people who supported us over all these years. And I think that's kind of what this is. It's kind of like a homecoming saying, hey guys, like you OG Xboxers, y'all have been the ones who kept, Xbox gaming or Microsoft gaming kind of afloat for all these years. So just kind of as like our farewell wish to you. We're gonna rebrand. We're gonna go back to what we used to be because if we don't make it this time, that's it. You know what I mean? They can at least say that they tried everything or tried to please every audience they had because clearly, is not connecting too well with I'll say maybe the younger generation, and maybe that's kind of why we are where we are right now because PlayStation is pulling people away, PC is pulling people away, Nintendo Switch 2 I think is on fire right now too. As far as that younger generation. So I think we the last of a dying breed, man. So I feel like they decided to kind of go back to their roots to say, hey guys, like this is for you. And if it don't work out, it don't work out, But I like it though. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't like it. I do like the direction they've gone in for sure. So I mean, we'll see what happens, man. I'm gonna be there to support that next console too. So I'm right there with you, bro.
I think it's gonna pull the wave, bro. Like I think it's gonna work out in the favor of with what they trying to do and what we need. With you,
bro. I hope so.
Dr. Joe, you got like a little sourpuss face over there.
Here we go.
I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel, y'all.
Oh,
yeah. I know y'all been waiting for this. They shouldn't have lowered the price. That's how I feel. And because they lowered the price, I'm gonna go over here to Sony now and start playing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna turn my PlayStation on. I'm gonna upgrade that today. Get that thing ready.
Ain't doing it, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody care about. Let me tell y'all something right now. I don't know why they decided to do it now.
Joe, listen. They tried us as lab rats. I will give you that, bro. They tried us. Okay? It didn't work. Now back to the drawing board. And their excuse is we got new CEOs, so then there's now changes. That's why.
I mean, I told y'all Asha was going to make some very big changes and the board was going to support her. I said that in the beginning of her thing. Was I expecting this change? Absolutely not. But it does fit, and it does, from a business model, make sense. I think now the question is, what else are you going to lower or add? That's a benefit, right? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
actually,
yeah,
like to that point, Joe, because I like just scrolling through Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. I saw a lot of rumors with people, I guess, in the know or whatever, talking about that Xbox has been tinkering with potentially letting people choose what they want for Game Pass, kind of like a la carte, like I said in the very beginning, as a way to like lower the price for people. So at that point, what do you think about that, Joe? Do you think that could be a mistake, or do you think that could be something they bundle with?
I think
like
I
that?
shared with y'all before, and I'm going to stand on this hill again. I don't even think they should have Game Pass anymore, bro, or just give it to us. Like, because you have a Microsoft account, I think it's included in your subscription, your yearly subscription. Your yearly subscription just gives you access to Game Pass. That's what I honestly think, man. I think, especially with you making this new system, I think that would make the most sense. It's already included in the price. Like when you go to to upgrade the pass or pay for your yearly subscription, I think you just put it in there. I don't know about y'all. I don't like paying a subscription every month. I don't. Any way I can like figure out a way to just pay it for the whole year, I would just rather do that. Because I don't like that coming out every month. I mean, and again, I guess maybe because we are dads and we're older, we just want to know where the money's going. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I would like. That's what I would prefer.
I strongly agree with that, Joe. Especially if you paycheck to paycheck some days.
And that's what I'm thinking about too. That's what I'm thinking about.
I'll be paycheck to paycheck some days, and
Whoa. Last week, Joe, you won't worry about those paycheck to paycheck folks.
You said, yeah, we gotta pay. Like you gonna pay to play. I mean, I get that.
Yeah, of course you're gonna pay to play. Two things can be true, y'all. Two things can be true. At the end of the day, listen. Yes, you got to be able to afford the game. I'm not backing away from that. But now you're giving somebody another. I think this is a more intentional option for somebody to want a game. That's what I think personally. Because now you can say, okay, I ain't worrying about no hidden fees. I can go ahead and take care of this. I think two things can be true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So they don't have a thing you can set up and just pay for it like annually? I don't know, because I'm paying for it monthly, and it comes out of
it's monthly. It's monthly. Jesus. But I think so originally they went away from that. They went away from the yearly subscription to this Game Pass subscription every month. I don't like that, man. And maybe because they're trying to float their earnings between quarters to see where the most growth is. But at the end of the day, I mean, if people want it, they're gonna pay for it. That's why I say, man, just put it up there, man. Do it. Just do a yearly subscription and be done with it.
Hey, do y'all remember like Xbox Live? Like you could buy that yearly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know how much that joint would cost you monthly? It was like way more money than it was yearly.
Yeah,
I think that's what they're doing, Joe. I think that's how they got us. And I'm with you on that. But
money grab.
Like how we stated before, brother, we're gonna pay to play. I don't even know what I'm paying for with Game Pass, bro. I don't even use it.
You paying $50? That's what you paying.
There.
You were paying $50, bro. We done figured it out.
It's there for me when I need it. I guess whenever.
You paying for yours and buddies.
I ain't used. Yeah, pretty much. I have not used it. I want to say in a long time, man. Like I don't know. But you do have a point there. Give us the option to pay for it annually, yearly, and that might suffice for let's just say us having the Netflix bill and all that other stuff, Spectrum bill or whatever bill that you got, cable and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't like that coming out, because if I am check to check, and look, and two, it comes out on different days. Therefore, I don't be expecting it. I expect this amount of money in my account because I know with what I've spent already. Then boom, Game Pass. Oh crap! Like $30. Jesus.
Well, one thing I'll add to that though, man, is like, when is enough, right? Like, we're talking about this next console. If I'm gonna give you $1,500, $1,800, $2,000 or whatever for this next console, now we assume it'll be able to play PC games as well, right? But if I'm gonna pay you that much money up front, why am I still paying you to play it every month? You know, I feel like if I'm paying $300 or $600, $500, whatever the Xbox Series S or Series X is, I mean, okay, all right, I'm paying a lower price of entry, but you get more money over time, right? But if I'm giving you, I don't know, $1,600, $1,800 up front, I feel like the rest of it should be included. You know, I don't feel like there should be a subscription included that, because if that's the case,
That's
then
what I'm saying.
what's gonna stop me from just buying a PC, right? You can get a very nice PC for around $2,000. That's what we're talking about. The next Xbox is gonna be with no monthly subscription. So it's like, do I give you $1,800 and then pay you $30 a month after that, or $22.99 or whatever they dropped it to, right? Or do I just spend a couple $100 more and then for the next forever, as long as that computer is still working, I play for free, or as long as that console or whatever, you know what I mean? So whoever determines or decides to drop that subscription, it's probably gonna be a landslide as far as gamers switching out. If they're PlayStation guys joining Xbox or Xbox joining PlayStation, in my opinion, just because like even the next PlayStation, I think it's the PS6, it's supposed to be what, $1,000 or more, $1,200, $1,300,
$12.
like yeah, so it ain't just Microsoft that's raising the prices, but if my cost of entry is so high, I feel like whoever decides to drop that monthly subscription for you to pay all that money up front, that'll probably be the ones that'll win the next big wave of transition. Like, for a while, people were dropping Xbox and going to PlayStation. It looks like they never look back, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Other than that, I don't know how Xbox can regain their customers, because, for example, if I wasn't loyal to Xbox, I wouldn't even be volunteering or saying that I would pay $1,500 for the next Xbox, right? Because I was like, I'll just get a PS5 Pro and play all the exclusives with insane graphics that are already currently available. And I know that they have exclusives planned for the future. And not saying the Xbox doesn't, because I think it was a recent announcement that Xbox has at least 15 exclusives planned, I think, for the next couple of years. So at this point, we'll see. But I know I have heartburn saying I'm going to give you $1,500 or whatever for this next console. And then I'm also going to pay you $10, $15, even $20 a month, or whatever it is. I don't want to give you anything after that. You know what I mean? Like, I should just be able to play the game, because if that's the case, I'll just buy a PC, or I'll just want to buy a PC and just play for free.
Hey, Sean, look, you got a point there, because you know how the Roku TV got Roku channels. It's built in with the TV. You ain't got to have a subscription for it. So when you buy it, you get with what you got because you bought the TV. I get with what you're saying with that. So when you buy the console, you need to have everything already in play and not have to pay the extra just to
like, why would I give you $2,000, right? And then you're gonna shoot me in my foot and say, hey, now you owe me a doctor's bill for $20 a month for the rest of your life. Like, come on, man.
That is a great point, bro.
Yeah, pretty much.
Great point.
So with that, from y'all's perspective, the way y'all are thinking about this, with the new system, are y'all more focused on having exclusives for Xbox with the new system, or are you more focused on lowering the price of Game Pass?
Exclusives. I mean, brother, like Joe said earlier, brother, I mean, you're going to pay to play. Give us those exclusives. That's what makes Xbox, bro. You're going to pay for it. We're going to pay for it. If you can't afford it, wait till you can, and then I'm not going to be like Joe, well, sorry for you. Sorry for your loss. Just wait till you can, and then, you know what I mean, hop on. Like, I'm a little bit more like, that's where I'm at with it. Exclusives, brother. I don't care about the price. Exclusives.
I'm with you though, Ricky, and I'm gonna say exclusives as well, just because, in my opinion, Xbox needs PlayStation's level of confidence. Like right now, like even when we're presenting games, we're all nice and jolly, and oh, hey guys, come on, play with Xbox. It's fun over here. It's like you're trying to convince me. Sony is saying, hey, get a PlayStation, play these good games. That's it, and I'm like, oh. Okay, well that sounds pretty good. I want to play good games, but with Xbox like that, we're still trying to convince everybody to come over. So I feel like stick to your guns and get a little bit more confident with it. You know, like we have 15 playing exclusives for they'll only be available on Xbox consoles for the next X amount of years. Join Xbox, play these exclusives. You know, like we need to stand on that confidence because either one or two things is gonna happen. It's gonna go, it's gonna blow, right? So it can't get any worse than what it already is, in my opinion. So
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna give y'all,
go ahead, Joe.
I'm gonna give y'all an analogy, and just for the record, before I say this, ladies, this isn't no hate towards y'all, but this is how I explain my analogy. Xbox is like that fine chick that you wanted back in high school, right? And then you get to college, she glows up and you're just not in her bracket anymore. And then you glow up, and then that's when she wants you. But you ain't trying to. But again, you've moved on. You feel what I'm saying? Like
I don't know that many high school chicks that I can look back on and be like, I want you now.
now you want me while I am here, right? I'm here. I'm up here. You want me now? I got the bread. I got the status. No.
Yeah.
No.
Joe, that is a good point, bro. That's a very good point.
Nah, they don't. Life don't work that way. So I think to y'all point, that's where you have to include the exclusives. You got to bring the exclusives back, and they got to be top tier. It can't be, I'm gonna make a pottery game. I'm gonna make killing. And you know, we're just doing this because, you know, we had some free time. Well, you shouldn't be working. We should fire your ass. That's how I feel.
Joe, somebody work hard on that game, bro. I
don't care. Rick, y'all know that game is trash. If I'm talking about an exclusive and you're sitting here twiddling your thumbs, building some BS, yo, we could do that.
Yeah,
we could build a game like that. I think Asha needs to. Asha, if you're listening to me, which I know you always do, I think you need to have a very serious conversation about design and development moving forward, because D&D is important. It is 100% important. And if you're focusing your efforts on stuff like that, you are wasting your time. Because let me tell y'all this, man. I'm on my soapbox about this, but this is a real thing. Just think about it. We all looked at that, right? We looked at that whole trailer about all of that. Let me tell you, I never said this, but let me tell you what I felt. Y'all literally just spit in our face and wasted our time and said, you don't care about what we want. You're just doing stuff to be doing it. And that's not cool. So if you really want the base back, show in good faith. And I think that's what Asha did last week. She showed in good faith, hey, I heard y'all, I'm going to lower the price. Now, granted, I don't agree with it, because I'm one of these people who stand on business. If this is what you wanted to do, you got to stand on it. It's just what it is. Now, granted, it ain't nothing wrong with saying, hey, we made a mistake, right? But what is the alternative?
Stay on that topic, Joe, but stay on that topic with where you was going with it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, at the end of the day, I think that D&D is very important. Design and development is important. And where you pick to put your time tells me that you in good faith really care about what we want. And that killing game, I'm sorry. That was you spit in our face when y'all put that out. That's just what it is. And they were so happy about it. You get to make pottery. You get to do this stuff right here. What? What's wrong with y'all, man?
Yo, you know, Joe, I love that though, because you're right, they need to stand on it. But going back to that amazing analogy you made earlier about them being like, you know, the desperate ex, right? That's what they come off as. They're desperate. They're desperate, hey guys, please come back. Please come on, play pottery, build pottery with me, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
It's like they're winking at you. You know what I'm saying? They're winking at you. They're eating ice cream while staring at you, doing like trying to provoke you to get back in there. But somewhere in your mind, you're like, man, if I go back over there with her, it's a mistake. Like bad things are gonna happen, you know.
Hey,
that's
hold
why
on.
I feel
Listen,
like
yo.
that's why I feel like the whole like outlook of the brand and what Asha's doing there, I feel like it's a good thing because she needs to get away from whatever they used to be. It's got to be a revolution. Something's got to change, and
They
I mean
need a
maybe
new
we're going in the right
identity.
direction. I don't know, but
Hey,
I
can we
like your
stop
analogy.
though for like a second? Cause we are still playing with our ex. So
Yeah.
we call it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
like, can we like just stop crapping on Xbox for a minute, man? I mean, Xbox gives great value, I guess, to our lives because we still play it every day. But we do need more before we find a wife. Let's just say we playing with a girlfriend right now before we actually find a wife. That could be PC.
We found our wife.
That's
She over there at Sony.
no, bro. It ain't for me, man. Like, I mean, you might Joe, I haven't seen you play PlayStation.
Rick,
Maybe
you know what
do,
it is?
but
I'm gonna tell you what it is, bro. If we continue to allow Xbox to continue to operate this way, bro, we're just gonna accept it. And think about it. Yes, we do play Xbox, but from the dad's perspective, do you know why we play Xbox? Because we are all connected together. We're doing this from a relationship side. We're not doing it because of Microsoft. We're doing it because of us.
Yeah.
That's the difference. That's what I'm saying. Like, Rick, you know, Sean, Steve, y'all remember we play Xbox because we love Xbox.
Yes, true.
Now the difference is we love each other. So because we love each other, this is where we congregate and where we live at.
Yeah.
And what it is Xbox is trying to capitalize on that. And I said it last week. Remember, we hold all the cards now. We do. We hold all the cards. And Rick, I'm with you. I do love my Xbox. I love Microsoft. I've always been in that realm. But at some point, I want to feel the experience. I want to feel like I'm getting my money's worth. And right now, I'm not getting my money's worth. I'm willing to pay it, yes. But make no mistake, Sony got some really hot exclusives too.
Going to that point, Joe.
They really do.
I work with, right?
Yeah.
They ask what system I'm on when I say that, you know, I do a little bit of gaming and stuff because I'm a manager there. So it's not like that I can just, you know what I mean? Like just be up on that playful kind of conversation with cats. But when they talking about gaming, I say, you know, I game a little bit. They be like, what system you on? I be like, Xbox. They be like, ew. Like, it's embarrassing, bro. Like, it is embarrassing.
Right?
And I do get with what you're saying. And with what's keeping me here is because of you guys. And this is the system that we have and that we kept our main focus on. So, yeah, like, they do have to do something different. I mean, maybe I'm just leaning just solely towards just, you know, the first love. And it's just trying to stick with it, knowing that it is screwing us over. But you keep giving it chance after chance after chance, and that's what you're saying that we need to stop doing and just
that first love is all good.
Yeah, revamp basically.
Yeah, well, like what if they revamp Game Pass in general? Because like we know the reason why they were able to bring the price down for Game Pass because they took Call of Duty off of it day one. You know, like day and date. What if they're going forward making these exclusives? They're able to do both, as in make the exclusives, but also take away day and date, and because to make people pay for the games, and that's also going to drive down the pricing for Game Pass. Because one thing I did see on X, Twitter, a lot of people saw that since Call of Duty was taken off, they were like scared, I guess, because they're saying all these other games can possibly come off day and date. My opinion, it doesn't need to be a day and date because that doesn't drive revenue. It doesn't drive people to buy games. And then you're just ultimately relying on a subscription that is the whole reason why they increased the price because new people weren't buying into it. So is that something that can interest y'all? Like maybe not even that, but just revamping Game Pass in general.
I think we covered it last week. I think we covered it last week, man. That we need something different. And to Sean's point, Sean brought up a really good point a couple weeks ago about partnering with Steam. I think they should have a conversation with them and ask them like how their model works with Steam, bro. Man, I think it would be worth it because that's how they really should do it. If I'm being honest with you.
So, Steve, I hate to like get off in this topic because it is a topic that folks probably really want to hear. But I think that we're beating a dead horse at this point. Game Pass for any and everybody is about money, right? It's about what you can afford, what's coming out, what you're not willing to pay for, what you're already paying for. I get that. What we need to be focused on is what Xbox is doing, and to Joe's perspective and your perspective and Stickman's perspective as well. Game Pass to me is obsolete. Like, I don't know how else to put it, Steve. I don't want to talk about Game Pass no more. F Game Pass. What is Xbox doing? What do we need to keep us here? Game Pass to me, I'm paying for it. We all are paying for it, right? I don't care what they take off in there. I don't care what they put back on there. Y'all might. I don't. Like, I mean, that's just my opinion. But they gave all of our freaking exclusives away. That was the freaking problem. Now they want to retract on that because now they got Asia in there. That's where they need to stay focused on. Give us some exclusives. All right, so even Gears of War is a day one Xbox thing, right? Halo, Forza, those kind of games, right? What can you bring different that's going to be the next generation game and not name it that and be like Gears of War 17? Like, I'm tired of it. Give us something else. What else can be exclusive? Give us a zombie game that's only exclusive. Give us a kind of a Gods of War game for Xbox. That's what we need to be focused on, and we need to get the A shit with that. Because Game Pass, I don't even care about. I'm gonna pay for it regardless. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't even know what the freak I'm paying for because I don't. Because I don't use it. I don't
paying $50.
Right, for nothing. I don't know what I'm getting for that. I don't care about it. But my PC can play the same games that Xbox is doing, so I can go and buy a PS5 and it plays the same Xbox games that I got, probably with better graphics. I don't know. Haven't tried it, but I heard that it might be a little bit better. But yeah, like, what are we getting with Xbox now? Like how y'all are saying that's not going to drive us away. The only thing that's keeping us here, like Joe said, is us. That's our focus right now. Asia, we got to do something. You know? I know I went on the rant. I'm sorry.
Rick. No, I completely understand. And honestly, I'm pretty much right there with you. But I know just like looking out there on Twitter, YouTube, and all that stuff, like there's a lot of people that are really upset that Call of Duty is no longer on Game Pass, and they're just in their heads about what else are they gonna take from you. And like my point is, I'm on the same page as you. Like Game Pass is obsolete in my opinion, and my view as well. Like they need to change it up and revamp it. Like maybe Game Pass is just something completely different that we don't even know what it is. But what right now it's not working, and there needs to be something different.
Maybe it was a gift. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe Game Pass having Call of Duty on day one was a gift. Like, but they not gonna look at it like that. Like, oh, they gave me something. You see what I'm saying? Like nobody's looking at it like that. That you ain't have to pay the $60-some to get the game day one when you can, you know. I mean, yeah, you're paying the $30 over and over. You could have bought the game 100 times, but
Facts.
You got all of the games. Whatever that you want to play, like let's say if you want to bring up a kids game on your console, there are families like us that you can just go and find like some kind of game that might interest your kid. I mean, we aren't looking at it like that. We're looking at it like, oh, we want to play the games that we want to play, which is the day one games, the big boy games, the newer games. You see what I'm saying? So Call of Duty was a gift. Take it away, lower the price. Simple.
Yeah, I got one thing I'll follow up on too, man. It's kind of like an outside theory I've always had since we found out. But you guys remember when Microsoft acquired was Activision? They acquired Call of Duty, right? And they had to go to court because people were saying that Microsoft was trying to become a monopoly and all of that. I think because of the backlash they received from that is the only reason why they even kept Call of Duty on Game Pass, because they want to say, hey, we're not being greedy, we're not buying Activision just to get your Call of Duty money. We're gonna give it to you if you buy Game Pass. But now they're saying like, hey, the sales for Call of Duty dropped because of Game Pass. So now let's reel back Game Pass. Say, hey, we'll give it to you 6 months down the road, a year down the road, to give people enough time to buy it first, and then they added the Game Pass later. So it's kind of like they're trying to cash in twice. They want to get all the people who want Call of Duty and can't wait, and then for all the people who don't even have Game Pass that want Call of Duty but don't want to pay $60, but also get a few other games along with it for free, if you get what I'm saying, in Game Pass, then they'll buy it 6 months down the road or a year down the road once they added the Game Pass. So I get what they're saying. It's all about, I don't want to say corporate greed, but they're doing it for money, like you said. So regardless, I'm one of those few people though. I think that I would, and this might already be included, guys, so y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but with Game Pass, my whole idea of it playing new games on Game Pass, I didn't really care for that either, because I felt like it kind of shorts the developers, meaning they deserve that money if their game is good, and they're going to get the money rather than just getting a lump sum up front from Microsoft to have their game on Game Pass for however long, or whether it's percentage based or whatever. But I'll say that if and this may already be there, so correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but if they were to do something like have like a lower tier Game Pass, I don't even care if it's $4.99 a month or whatever, but just give me all those old games. Like, give me a nostalgia Game Pass, like where I can play all those Gears of War games, all those Halo games, Left 4 Dead. I mean, all the Need for Speed Undergrounds and all that. Like, put all of that on Game Pass so I can play that whenever I feel like going on a retro kick. And I guarantee you, a lot of people, especially in our age group, will give you that easily. I mean, $4.99, $7.99, whatever. I know it's got to be pretty cheap if you do it, but I mean, I would love to see that. Like, I know, Joe, you were talking about our love for Xbox. It's not really Xbox. It's more like our love for each other that kind of keeps us playing together. But do you remember back in the day, bro, when that Xbox used to catch that red ring of death, bro? I felt like my grandma died. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there like, oh,
Yeah.
what am I gonna do? I can't play the game now. You know what I mean? I'm in there wrapping a hot towel around it, trying to get it to come back to life and all that. Y'all remember that? I mean,
I shipped mine off 3 times
exactly
because of the same
yeah,
ordeal. It'll run a
yeah,
little bit,
yeah.
red ring.
And so,
Yeah.
like you said too, you made a really good point, Rick. I don't want to call her my ex, right? I know that was a little harsh. It is like you said, it's a girlfriend. You trying to figure out if she's wifey material. And I
Right.
mean, yeah, we've been dating a long time, so eventually you're gonna get to the point where you're gonna get married, or that this ain't gonna work out. And I think right now
Right.
it's more important than ever. Like over these next year or so, man, when this new console gets announced, whatever decisions they decide to go with, because it's a hard pill to swallow. Like, I'm gonna regret buying this $1,500, $2,000 Xbox if y'all don't get it and play along too. You know what I'm saying? Like if y'all say forget Xbox after I spend all this money on this console, and I'm knowing that I still got to pay a subscription to play online, I'm like, bro, I got a $2,000 paperweight in here that I'm just gonna get rid of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because y'all
pretty
was
much.
like, because we play together, that's kind of what keeps us here too. So, I mean, I want to get back to a point where like you said, Joe, Rick, Steve, like where I care about my Xbox again. Because I know we were talking about value, and I think you guys all have the Series X, I believe. I got the Series S, right? Bro, I got it on eBay, I think for $80. Somebody just said, I
Yeah.
hate Xbox enough that I'm willing to give you a $350 console for $80. And bro, I messaged the fella. I'm like, hey, are you sure? Like, this is really the Series S? And he was like, yeah, it is. I just don't like it. I don't play it. Bro, ship it to me for $80. I've been playing with y'all marathon and everything for $80. It's the best money I have ever spent. So value for the dollar.
Yeah.
Xbox still has it, man. They just got to show, like, I need more propositions like that make me just want to stick with it and see the value in it. And moving forward, I mean, you taking games off of Game Pass. Yeah, you making it cheaper. Okay, you giving me a $1,500 console. Okay, I'm still gonna have to pay month per month. Bro, give me a reason to say like it's worth it, Because right now I just don't really see a lot of it besides playing with y'all. But that ain't got nothing to do with Microsoft. I don't love Microsoft. I do like my Xbox or whatever. But if y'all said, hey, I'm going to get a PlayStation and we're gonna just start playing on PlayStation now, I wouldn't like it at first, but I'd be like, all right, bro, I'm going to get a PlayStation. But I don't want to
Yeah.
feel like that though. So
Like I said too, bro, it's the first love for me, and then it's the controller, and I spoke about that in another video. Yeah,
Because he said he
but
loves
hold
it
on.
that way it
good old
feels in his
hand
hand.
Hold on now. But also like I know that we all spoke about a PC. So the PC for me was about to be like video editing, but then I found myself playing games on the PC, and I thought that I would never be able to get used to it. And it's actually not that bad. You know, it's the same way when you first put a controller in your hand to get used to the buttons on that. It's just more buttons. And a lot of the buttons with the keyboard is obsolete anyway. So you just know the functions that you need to actually apply to actually do something with the game. Now, the Xbox to me, I was about to just revert just straight to PC and then crossplay if I got to. But I'm sticking with it and I'm trying like my best. But when those exclusives went away, everybody's saying, oh, aim assist with Xbox. I don't believe that. I feel like it's better if you got a mouse that you can shoot somebody with. You know what I mean? Like you just aim your mouse somewhere. The gun recoil, I mean, you can drop it, like, but it's more controllable instead of just a thumbstick. So I was just gonna go straight to PC because the Xbox was kind of falling off. But I'm gonna stick with it because I feel like the new generation of Xbox is gonna be even better. I don't think you can get GTA 6 on anything else other than console, right?
Believe you're right. At least for the first couple of years, because and this got a whole lot to do with it, bro. But a report came out maybe a month or two ago. I think they make 25 million a month, I think, off of GTA 5 shark cars, like the
Yep.
little cars that all the I'm gonna say young people. I know I'm sounding old now, but somebody out there spending thousands of dollars a month on shark cars on GTA 5 for I think PS4, PS5, and Xbox. So yeah, they sticking to consoles, I think, for at least a year, maybe more, because that's where they make all their money.
And look at the custom servers that like the rappers are doing that people are spending money, you know, and doing things of that nature. So, I mean, that's going to be a plus for me to stick with Xbox. I just can't see myself going to PlayStation, y'all. I'm not going. I mean, PlayStation was my first system that I ever had. PlayStation. When Halo came out, I went over to a friend's house and played it. I was sold. I said, I got to have this. Like, and I found my way to get an Xbox system. After that, it never switched. I had a PlayStation 1. I had a PlayStation 2 along with the Xbox. Never played the PlayStation 2. My sister played that. I was on the Xbox the whole time. It was all about Halo, bro. And like y'all said, like ever since, like we was youngins, we all just stuck together, played the same system. That's what's keeping us together, but they do need to bring something, bro, to the table. They gonna have to. What do you think, Steve?
Okay. So to wrap it up, in y'all's opinion, I'm just gonna ask just so everybody knows. How do they bring people? Joe, I know you said they're not gonna get people to come back, but how do they get people to come back, and how do they get new people to come that's never experienced? What's your suggestion?
The new system is gonna be the one that's gonna do it. You can't do it now. It's too late in the game. Once you done ran folks off, like how Joe said, it's a wrap, bro. You can't bring old people back to something that has not been revamped. Like, that's just like me going to the casino, right? Losing all my money year after year after year. What makes me think the next year that I go back, I'm about to win some money? Like, I'm just gonna keep losing it. So therefore, you just stay away from it. Okay, this is what got me in this dump to begin with. Let me stay away from it. Let me try something different. And probably when folks try something different, Steve, they're just not going to come back to this until they actually revamp it, brother. And that's going to be with the new system. You can't bring nobody back to this one. You know?
Okay. So I don't want to put words in y'all's mouth. Revamping looks like what? Just let's say forget Game Pass and let's get back to what made Xbox. Explain that to me.
Yeah, they done already got rid of it. The exclusives. Like, why go to PlayStation?
For the new console though. If what they're talking about is bringing back exclusives, how do they revamp it to make you like believe in them again?
Exclusives is gonna be the number one, Steve, to me. I don't know about the rest of the guys, but exclusives is gonna be the number one. What would drive you to something? Look, let's just say, right, real quick, y'all probably wouldn't buy a Dodge Charger to stand out differently because everybody got them, right? You see what I'm saying? So you probably wouldn't buy a certain vehicle if you wanted to stand out, knowing that everybody has it and you see it on the road daily. So that one thing, which is exclusives, is what's going to drive people to a certain system, be like, yo, I need to play that. This is the only system that has it, you know? So what else would drive a certain audience to something? It's just like God of War with PlayStation. That would drive me to want to buy one, but I'm just like, I don't need to play it that bad. You know what I'm saying? It looks good. I like it. I like the way it looks when I see somebody else playing it, but I don't need it, you know? But that would be the number one driver. The graphics is really not different with the system. So what else would be a driver other than exclusives?
Well, to answer your question, Rick, and Steve's question kind of at the same time, like what would drive me to, back to Xbox, or what would you do to kind of stand out other than exclusives? I would say customization. Something that you can kind of customize to make it your own. And I'm gonna use an example here. So one thing that Microsoft has already is, if you want an Xbox controller, you can go to their website and customize it however you want to customize it, right? And basically make it your own, and they ship it to you and you love it. Cutie.
Yeah.
But at the same time though, having a layer for everyone, Game Pass being customizable. I mean, I like that idea because like you're saying, it kind of works for both ends. The people that don't want it can pay less for it and still get what they need. The people that want all those extras like Netflix and Ubisoft Pass and EA Play and all that, they can pay extra for that if they want it. I feel like having something for everyone is what can bring you there, because you can customize it and make it feel like your own. Like I have my own personalized subscription service that I'm paying because I find whatever gives me value brings me value, and you might not like it, so you might not pay for it, or you can choose a different service for you, So whatever I can customize and make it look like me, make it feel like me, that's another thing outside of exclusives, in my opinion. But I'm right there with you though. This next console, I think it's really going to tell, the tale of time, whether or not Xbox can stand on their own or not. The exclusives are definitely going to help, and they might even make or break it. So yeah, customization and exclusives, I think, is what we need going forward, because we got to make room for more people, like it's hard to say we need more people to play when everybody ain't a one size fits all. I mean, give them room, give us a little leeway. I want those guys that's making $100,000, $200,000 a year to say, all right, I can afford to pay for every subscription that's included in Game Pass. They can pay $100 a month for all I care. I mean, I don't care what you pay. But I also want them to be able to play along with the guys that can't afford to do but $9.99 a month. You know what I mean? Like, let us all play together. Give us all like somewhere where we feel appreciated and we feel valued and we get value for our money. But also give us some games that we can't play anywhere else. Because if not, 99% of people moving forward are going to go and buy a PC.
Yep.
So yeah, like give some, like allow some external access. Like Joe said earlier, if we can get Steam somehow integrated with Xbox, if Microsoft was able to give them that leeway, we know Sony is not gonna let Steam install on their PlayStation. We know they're not gonna do that because they're too confident, they're too cocky, and not in a bad way, because they're doing an amazing job, but they've already built their brand based on what it is. Xbox is in an identity crisis right now, so if they can just give us something that we can't get anywhere else, I mean, and allow us to customize it, kind of freak it, tweak it, make it our own, I think they'll come out a lot better than looking right now. That's for sure.
I want to retract one statement that I said, Steve, is that the graphics are the same, not on PC. The graphics are way better on PC. I don't know if y'all seen certain graphics on PC of the same game being played on other platforms, but it's way better to me. It's more crisp, it's more clean. Just depends on what kind of PC, I guess, that you're running. But if you're going to give us a similar value on this next gen system that has graphics like that, it's going to blow PlayStation out the water, to me.
All right, Joe, let you wrap it up.
When I was serving as an executive director, right, for the Y, the business model was you want people that are millionaires and janitors to be able to run on a treadmill side by side and have a conversation and talk. So my thought process for a revamp is this. Think about your business model in the sense of, how do you bring people together from different walks of life, regardless of the economic status? Now, I know that probably is counterintuitive to what I say about you got to pay. If you want to live over here, you got to be able to pay, right? I'm still with that.
But yeah.
I'm still with that. But if you're asking me honestly, or business model, that's what it would be. You have to figure out, because one, you need to ask the question that we've got to ask: how does Sony have so much loyalty on their side of the table? And it's like I told y'all, they create an experience for those people to play in that market over there. Xbox used to create an experience. Now they've created debt for people. So now you have to take away the debt, which Asha's trying to do. Slowly and surely, we see that. And now she's got to lean into creating the experience. You create the experience, Steve, people will come back. But they've got to know they're not being shafted. They've got to know that it's about the relationship. Because how you treat people at the end of the day, that's what's going to determine. Because now, man, I look at this thing like a marriage. Xbox and our community, we're in a marriage. Right now, we're on the verge of filing for divorce. They know that. They know
it. The way you put it.
The question is, do y'all want to go to therapy and work this thing out? Because once I say I don't want to go to therapy anymore, I'm moving on. Bro, I'm going to go marry somebody over there at Sony.
I'm about sick of you, Joe.
I'm just saying.
Your stuff.
Hey, look, listen.
I'm tired of you.
Hey, but Rick, that's real though. When you think about it, like we at the end of the day, when people have options, they're gonna exercise their options.
Well, Joe, listen, do you know how many families you're gonna crush with this decision? Like, you're crushing us here. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, listen. This is how the market is now. I'm just telling you, when people have options, see, when we didn't have options with Xbox, this is where they took advantage of us. You see what I'm saying? It was a money grab. And then they just kept, they gonna love it. We just gonna love it. We're gonna give them killing. They just gonna love it. And then you know what happened? They realized that we ain't in love with them anymore.
That's true, man. That is true.
Dang. Hey, bro,
Joe,
you ain't gonna lie.
listen.
You bring back some terrible memories for me, because I'm sitting here thinking, man, you guys remember we were watching the like the Xbox Live previews where they were showing off the games that they had coming out and all that. And every year we watched, they'll get it together next year. They'll get it together next year. Xbox is
they
like
coming the Cowboys.
Back. Yeah, exactly.
I was just about to say that, bro.
We are literally Cowboys fans right now. You know what I'm saying?
Except Steve. Except Steve. Steve ain't no Cowboys fan.
I'm a Cowboys fan. I ain't gonna lie to you, but it's just like them. Oh yeah,
next
year's gonna be our year. Watch.
Yeah, the three of us are. But that's what it is.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, Steve.
I done hurt Steve feelings.
You hurt mine as well, Joe.
In here. I'm just glad Ricky yelling at somebody else other than me. You know. But I appreciate that, Joe. I think that was well said.
I was. I hate that we crapping on Xbox, but Joe, I gotta agree with you, bro.
Bro, it's tough love. We ain't crapping
man
on
too. Steve, you too, bro.
Yeah, and Asha, this is a message for you. If you really want some really good thoughts in this space, yo, please, we will be more than happy to come to the table.
For free.
I'm telling you. I hope somebody shares this with her. I'm for real.
I'm willing to give some knowledge on this thing for free, bro. Like I ain't looking for nothing. I ain't looking for no handout. Just let us state an opinion. And I feel like it'll move forward with how a lot of people feel, because we are entangled with different gamers, not just ourselves, but with different folks that we play alongside of that we don't even know from a can of paint. And they're all saying the same thing.
All right. So with that said, we want to thank everybody for joining the episode of Their Day as a Gamer. Again, if you anything you like that you heard, or if you didn't like what you hear, hit that like button, subscribe button, and leave a comment, because we're going to get back to you. We out.